Hello, thinkers. This week we're going to be talking about systems and habits and disciplines and goals. And one of my favorite sports is football. And it's not because I really love the sport of football. It's because I love how they work together as a team. They have systems, they have plans, they develop habits, and they get out there on that field and they work hard together, all pulling for each other, hoping that everyone's goal, which is to win, would come true. So football is my favorite sport because of the way the overall program is put together and the way everyone works together and everyone has to know what the other person is doing. And in life, you're only as good as your systems. You can set goals and wish and hope to do things, but unless you set systems and develop habits and have discipline to perform those habits, those things will not happen. Okay, everyone, I'm in the library. I'm going to be a little bit quiet, but I'm going to break a few rules because I'm not supposed to be talking. But I thought this would be the perfect setting to go over a few of the definitions that we're going to talk about today's segment that really mean a lot to me. The first one is goals. I've had goals my whole life. I strive for goals. I love goals. But goals are something that you set for yourself that makes you stretch a little bit beyond what you normally do every day. It could be from having a better relationship with God. It could be having a better relationship with a friend. It could be losing weight. It could be walking a mile every day for your health. It could be any of those things. But your goals are only as good as your systems. And systems are plans that you put in place to make those goals come true. So systems are an organized, established procedure that helps you reach your goal. So if you say you want to get closer to God, that might be in the form of a system as getting up and praying every morning, starting a Bible study, reading the Bible all the way through. That is your system. Then disciplines is self-control to actually do those actions. So you have to have systems to reach your goals. You have to have discipline to perform those systems. And the way to have discipline is to learn new habits. Habits are what make you do about 85 to 95% of what you do every day. That is what's stored in your subconscious mind. You go back to those things over and over and over. So we say we've got a goal to lose weight and we can have self-control for about a week. But if we don't have a system in place and start forming new habits to put in our subconscious mind, then those goals will not be reached. I know this is too deep for a fun blog, but this has really changed my life. And you're going to hear in this blog how it changed my life. And we will be at a special location tomorrow. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story. Probably from elementary, which would be when I went to school here, would have been about 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, I realized I was different. I realized that I had to go to a special room to learn and to do my normal work. That kind of affected my personality and kind of affected me. And so I was chubby and made fun of and a special kid with special learning problems. They didn't know what dyslexia was back then. But today I wanted to let you know that this is where I made the decision to have discipline, to set goals, to set up systems to help me with my learning, and it really made the biggest difference in my future. And we're going to talk in a minute about what the high school part of Tremont did for me. This was a good and a bad experience for me, and of course all kids growing up have good and bad experiences at school. But I would give nothing for the love that I felt at Tremont and how many people helped me. And of course, kids are always going to make fun of you if you're different. But I have relationships with all of those people now, and I want to challenge you to start now and change some of those disciplines, change some of those systems, and set some goals to brighten your future. Come on, let's go hear the rest of the story. Okay, now we're at Tremont High School, which is just across the road, but that road means a lot to me over there. This is where I decided to take myself out of special ed. I had to sign a piece of paper that said I could no longer have assistance. To do that, I knew I was going to have to set goals, I was going to have to come up with systems to study. I was going to have help from my teachers and my friends. And I was going to have to change my habits. So not far from here is a track, and I started walking every day with my teachers. We would go out and walk, and they would study with me, and they poured into me. I actually became closer to my teachers and my counselor than I ever did people here at the school, even though I have great relationships with lots of people that went to school with me. I decided that I was going to take charge of my life. I was going to slim down. I was going to learn in a way that I could learn. My mom worked 3 jobs, and she would come home after working and still go over my notes with me because I had to learn a certain way. And I want you to know that that is a huge challenge in my life, and it took lots of people to help me. But I also had to make the decision in my mind to change my goals, my systems, my disciplines, and my habits. And it made the hugest difference in my future, in people's future around me. I graduated as Miss Tremont in the Beta Club with honors, and that is what setting goals, systems, and disciplines will do for you. Let's all think differently. I cannot make a video about discipline, organization, habits, and goals without telling you where it started with me. It started right here in this building, and it started with Girl Scouts. I started Girl Scouts when I was young, because that was basically the only thing to do in Tremont. And I learned from a young age how to sell, how to keep my paperwork organized, and how to reach goals, because my goal for selling the most Girl Scout cookies was that free slot at Camp Tickawitha. All of that learning has now gone years and years and years past this white building. And it's what I do today. It's my specialty in marketing and sales. I learned it all from starting in those seeds that were planted inside of me in this Girl Scout building, which gave me the strength and the ability to walk that road and to change my mind and to be disciplined and change my future. And yes, I almost get choked up when I talk about it, because now I look at my life and I look at my life then, and I'm so proud and so blessed for what God has done for me. Let's all think differently and let that blessing flow into your life as well. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this week's segment with a little bit of a motivational talk. Let's all get inspired by our stories and about things that we can change in our lives that start with one small step. And let's set some systems and disciplines in place to reach our goals. And let's all start thinking differently together. And yes, I know you're laughing at my hair. This is the best I can do. I'll say. Okay. Test 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 25, 30. Break. I can swing better than Mackenzie. This is my favorite thing to do. Mackenzie, you're getting fired.